Hello, everyone. Welcome to another awesome day of FileMaker training. I'm Richard Carlton here at FMTrain.tv, where every day we're doing great FileMaker training. Even when I'm not here, FileMaker training is still occurring because Nick is fully awesome. We know he's awesome. So I'm going to hit the button for the upcoming broadcast schedule. So today is another last day for Nick this week, right? Then Nick is off for a couple days doing whatever Nick does when he's not here. Tomorrow's the last day, at least for the near term, for Leland Long, who's doing the JavaScript and JSON. He's been doing workshops, things like that. He's at open Q&A tomorrow. I really need you to, if you have a JavaScript question, or how would you use JavaScript, or can it be used, etc., those kinds of questions, open-ended questions, even leading questions, right? Questionably ethical questions, all that kind of stuff is fair game tomorrow for Leland Long. So, Margaret, are you ready to take command?
Yes, I am.
You ready to take command? I'm going to transfer command of the ship. Number 1. Number 2, take command of this ship. Nick, are you ready to entertain people? You better up your game. All right, everyone. See ya.
See you, mate.
For me.
So thank you everybody for joining in today. We have 37 people today, so we're not bad. So today will be interesting because we do. I already done that, but I'd never built something like this in front of you, right? I always presented something already built, and I never came with something, like building it, right, and explaining things, right? And so today we do how we can select a balloon for pilots, and next we'll do the opposite way, select a pilot for a balloon, right? So, and
Perfect.
then and I will show you the benefits of the cross-reference table, because thanks of that table we can do that, right? And how we can multiple at a time, not selecting add, select one, add, select one, add, select one, right? Like this, because it's not good. I know in your case, or you select 1 or 2, right?
Yeah,
but
it'd be pretty tiny in my case, yes.
Yeah, but it's okay. We can have, this technique works for, you want to add multiple people and stuff like that, right? So
Sure.
So okay, so I'm sharing my screen, and so what we want to do is to replicate. So I have the UI UX, yeah. So what we want to do, we want to replicate something like this. When we add in accounts, when we add a contact, right? We can select multiple and validate, and get all the things, So to do that, so I built it already. So I'm going to reuse what I already built. You can get the file, the UI UX design, the version 4. You can get it for free, and then you can reuse, as I'm going to do. You can reuse for your case, right? So here, yesterday we built this, right? So we reuse the pieces, right? And we build that layout for the balloon. So this is a list of balloons. I want that list to pop up like this one, if the contacts, right?
Right.
So I want to replicate the same thing. Okay. So first we need to open that window, right? So, and we need to create that window. We need to get it ready, right? So here we have in the balloon. So let's go to the balloon. Oh yeah, this is not working yet. Yeah, no, I don't want to go in balloon. I want to. Oh, that's why I'm confused. I want to go to the pilot. Yeah.
Right.
Each time I'm clicking there, I'm so used to click this. Okay, so balloon, pilot. Okay, and I want to add a balloon to that pilot, right? I want to add one or multiple balloons. Here in that example here, I have a script already built, so I'm going to use this script. So I have this script. Okay. So what the scripts do? Okay, so let's open that script and copy that script. So it's the 593A, right? So we copy that script from the UI UX, and we are going to paste it in the CANS file, right? We go to pilot, I'm adding a separator to be nice and clean. Okay, and I paste this through. So the script will be broken, but it's not a problem. We're going to fix it. Okay. So first, I want to take, forget about this for now. I'm going to explain that later. But, the picker style as the picker type as well, it's not necessary, but I can keep it. For now, it's not necessary. But here, I want to attach. So what do we want to do? Okay, what do we want to do? We want to attach that pilot multiple balloons. Okay. So first, we need to get the pilot ID. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to pick the current balloons that are attached to that pilot. I want to know all the balloons that I already have. Okay.
Okay.
So this is what I want. And I want to make sure that the variable I'm going to use for the selection of the new balloons, right, be blanked. So, okay, so I want to make sure that this balloon stuff is blanked because, I'm going to add balloons to that pilot. So I want my selection to be empty because I didn't do it yet. Right? And because this is
starting with an empty. Yeah. Nothing's
empty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
nothing new is selected.
Okay. Here I have the current pilot ID. Here I have all the balloons that are already selected. I'm clearing this, and then I have selected balloons counter, right? Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And this is a counter, something I'm putting here. This is something I'm putting here. Right?
Yeah.
So, because as I want to, what's the name? As I'm clicking, this, like, let me show you.
Yeah.
When you click
How many
here,
have you got selected?
No contact selected. If I go there, 1, 2, 3. I'm counting the selection. Okay. So how we do this? At the beginning, I say, okay, how many values I have in my new balloons IDs,
Mm-hmm.
And right. So how many? So here, obviously, it will say 0.
Because you cleared it out.
Yeah. And then I'm saying, okay, if the value counts, here, that's the way to do. FileMaker, when you put something like this, will evaluate this as Boolean answer. When you say if value counts, that means if there's something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there something here, right? So if I have something in the value count, that means put whatever I have in the value count. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, otherwise put no, right?
Right.
And then I said, put the none, that means whatever no or whatever. And I said, if the value can get 1, it's balloon 1, oh. Or if there's more than 1, it's balloons selected, right? So you
you're
understand
adjusting for the plural and singular.
For plural, right?
Yep.
So, okay. So that is going to build this for me, right? Okay. And I don't remember what field because maybe the field is not needs here. Yeah. So yeah, those this for now is not necessary, so I can just remove it. Then I'm opening, right? I'm opening the balloon picker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the balloon picker is this, right? That the layout I want to build, I want to open when I'm opening this card, right? So when I open the new window in a card style window, I say, okay, open the new window with that layout. And then here I want to adapt. I want to do something like this, right? If the window is small, right? Not that small, but if his window is small, it's like this, right? I keep this distance as this distance. But if the window is bigger, like this bigger. I still keep the distance on top and the distance on the bottom, but it's enlarged on the height when the window is bigger. So I want to replicate that, okay? So that's how you do this, okay? By default, when you open a new card style, the card will be dimensioned with the dimension of the layout, right?
Okay.
Correct. By default, automatically, it will open the card with the size of your layouts in layout mode. But on the
size,
list,
of the layout, not the one it's coming on top of.
Yeah, that means, so this layer, I'm going to show up this in the card style window. So I automatically FileMaker by default tells you this will be the height and this will be the width. Why? Because this is the height and the width. Look, 694 and 251. That's exactly what FileMaker tells me.
Yeah.
694, 251, 251, 694. Yes, that's great in form view, but in the list view, this is the size of the layout, but in the list view, I want that to be bigger. I don't want to show only one row like this.
Mm-hmm.
So on the list view, right? When you do this, you need to say, okay, take the window content 8 of the window of the parent window and withdraw 100. So that the main window, so the script step will say, okay, I'm getting the window content with height, window content weight, and withdraw 100 pixel, 100 points from that distance. So the card will be positioned in the middle. So the script will say, okay, I withdraw 50 pixel here and I withdraw 50 pixel here because I said hundreds. By default, card style window are always positioned in the center of the script, of the layout of the window, always. So withdrawing 100, you withdraw 50 here, because it will separate in two. Okay?
Okay.
The window count, so we have multiple contents, right? We have multiple window dimension. We have the gets, the window, content height, content width, desktop height, desktop width, window height, window width. Okay? So what's the difference between those three? Okay? What between the window content, the window desktop, and the window period? Okay, so what's the difference? The window contents is from this here to here. From here to here. That's the get window content. Okay?
Okay.
The get desktop is from here to here, is the dimension of the screen pretty much. Okay?
Of the screen, not the FileMaker window, but your screen.
Yeah. You have to understand from when this is coming. The window desktop is coming from the time of Windows 3.0 where each application, each program had its own desktop. Remember that? For the oldest, okay. On Windows 3.0 and even Windows 95 and Windows 98 until Windows and XP, I think. Windows has this Windows desktop, so that, but on Mac, the Windows desktop, it's the desktop, is the, get Windows desktop 8. It's the size of the screen. Okay.
Okay.
But on Windows, that's why they call that Windows desktop, and they didn't want to change that later. Okay. And the window content, period, is from here to here, including the bar, including the menu, including this, including everything. Okay. Okay. So here, what interesting me is the window content. Is the window content. Okay, because the window, the cursor window, will pop inside the content. So what interests me is the window content. Okay. So doing this, I'm positioning my window the way it shows here. Okay. And I'm dimming. So that means I'm making gray the background because I want to focus on this. Okay. So that's the difference between the dim parents, If I don't do the dim parent here, so this is how it looks. If I say don't dim the parent window, boom.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's great on Mac. On Windows, it looks shit. Okay, so yeah, because but no, it's not a Mac problem. It's not. I mean, it's not a Claris problem. It's window problem. So
right.
So when we do this, it looks better. You focus on that window, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Then what do I want to do? I'm going to sort, right? I'm going to sort this. I don't need this. Okay. I'm going to sort, right?
Okay.
The balloon by the balloon name, right?
Sure.
So when I get
good field
in,
as any.
yeah, I'm getting in and I'm sorting by. Okay. So how we trigger this? Okay, you see that here I'm getting parameters. Okay, so I could have said inside here, I could have said I could have said, okay, I want the pilot ID. I could have said this, I could, but it's not as comfortable because I want to recycle that script. And you saw that I did a few adjustments and I got it right without, I renamed some stuff because, it's no longer about contacts and accounts. Right. It's about parts and balloons. So I changed it, but that's it. Okay.
That's yeah.
And then here in the button, I have the script parameters and I'm sending the script parameters, right? So I'm sending, this is a type, it's multiple. I'm keeping that for now. I will explain that in another webinar, but I need it for now, but it's a multiple. That means I can click multiple times. This is the I want to, of the account because I'm in the account here and the list of the contacts. So now I'm going to copy this because I'm, I am lazy and I'm going to put here. So the number is so let's remove that for now. Okay. So I want to this add balloon button, right, is going to open the balloon picker. Okay. It's open the balloon picker, right?
Right.
And I have a parameter will be the pilot and whatever is inside this list, the pilot cross-reference table, right? This one. Whatever in that list. Pilot cross-reference.
Because that's the balloons that are already associated with that pilot.
Yeah. So pilots, what the name? Cross-reference. It's a S. Yeah. Okay. Xref. And I want all the IDs of the balloons. All the ID of the balloons that are already there, I'm going to collect them.
Already there with that pilot.
Yeah. So here I'm sending to the scripts all what I need. I need the pilot ID and the list of all the balloons that I have here. Okay. So when that's done, here how it looks.
With all the selections.
Okay. But this, I'm going to fix this because this is not.
I understand. We haven't gotten there yet, but yes.
Yeah. But I have the no balloon, right?
Right.
And so I have my list of balloons sorted, W, B, okay. So this is it. So this script, for me, it's done. Now I want to take care of what inside this. Okay. So we are going to use that script. That's open. So the script we have here, right? The script we have here, add contacts. Okay. So I'm going to use the 509B. Okay. So I'm going to copy that script. So it's the B that I want. Right? I'm copying this. And I'm going to put this here in that script workspace. Okay. We rename this add balloon.
Balloon. Or balloons, yeah.
Yeah, balloon, we can do multiple.
Because we can do multiples, right?
Yeah. So, this for now, I will explain that later, but for now we don't want this. So let's focus on this. Okay. What happened here? We want to do this. Okay. Here, right? You remember? I want to add click, 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 select and select, select and select. And I want to do that on multiple. Right?
Right.
So what happened here? I have the new contact ID. Each time I'm selecting one, I'm adding here. Now I have two. Now I have three. But if I remove the first one, it goes away.
Right.
Here it comes. Away, away, away. Add, add, add. See this one? See? So I want to add and remove from the list, right?
Right.
Okay. So, and I don't want, because I know multiple people, they use the wrong technique to have a field to click selected, right? They have a field and they click to select, but that's bad. Why? Because, okay, imagine that we are 15 in the office, okay? And you have three people opening that window, right? And they want to do their own selection, while you do your own selection, while somebody else do his own selection. If you have a field where you check a box saying selected, everybody will see that this is selected. And if the guy doesn't want it, well, how you do that? You select the contact, you have a field, you modify the field, you have a field selected, so you are selecting it, and somebody else see that this checkbox is checked because you checked it. I don't want that. I want everything that happened, I want that happening here in my computer. That means that if I open this in another computer, nobody is going to see what I'm doing, right? Because this global variable is available to me only.
Right.
Only to me, right? Nobody else can see that. And nobody else will see that check marks green. Only me.
Right.
Okay? So here we say, okay, if I can open it. If I have in the list of the new balloon selected, if I have this balloon, if it's there, that means if in the new for example here, the new list, if it is there, okay, that means if it is there and you click on that button, that means, let me show, if it is there, that means I already clicked it. If I click it again, that means if it's there, that means I want to remove it. If it's not there, that means I want to put it. If it's there, that means I want to remove. Put, remove, right? So this is how you do. Right? You click and you say, if else, do this. That means it's not there. So add it, right? But if it's there, I click again. Is there, that means I want to remove it. Right?
Got it.
Okay. So the script is going to take care of this, right?
We just need to change the what it's looking.
So if in the new balloon IDs, I have this balloon, that means I want to modify that new balloon. Well, I want to put 3 O's. And then I said here, okay, balloon ID is this. Okay, that means I'm collecting in the let statement the balloon ID I just clicked, right?
Yeah.
Right. So here I said, okay, if I have already a selection, and in that selection, the current balloon I'm clicking in is there, that means I need to redefine the same variable. You redefine it. You do it again. You are going to set that variable again. But what you do, you say, okay, take whatever. Let me fix this. Okay. Take whatever in that variable, okay, and substitute that ID with a blank. Right? Correct?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. But here's the problem. So here's the problem we have. Show you. When you do this, it's easy. For example, here, let's take this example. I click this one, this one, this one. And here, I want to do the same. I want to here, this list here. So I have the list. So in this list, in this $, new contact IDs. So this is a free. This is a contact I have.
Right.
And I say, in this list, I want to substitute this. Oh. Substitute. In this list, I want to substitute this list with the, I want to substitute this. Oh, why I cannot copy this? I don't understand. Why I can't copy this? Copy. Oh, interesting. The copy doesn't work. The paste. Interesting. FileMaker 20. Copy paste doesn't work. See? Paste.
Yeah.
Doesn't work here.
Interesting.
Right? I type this, I copied this, I copy it, copy. Even I cut it, right?
Yeah.
And if I want to paste it, not working. Interesting, huh?
Bug.
Yeah, web bug. Okay, cool. Okay, so I need to know the name, the contact. Okay, so CON 4068. Okay, so if I want to substitute, right, in that list, right?
Yeah.
I want to substitute this CON 111168 by this. This is what I get. It's even more spectacular if I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So I have a blank.
Right.
That's okay. We could leave it like this. We could leave it like this, right? But if I do this, because I need that, I will do that. If I don't have copy paste. Oh, I hate this. Oof.
Well, it would count that blank row.
Yeah, if we count that,
character returns.
Yeah, I'm going to add this version of FileMaker, I think. You know, can you imagine? I don't have a copy paste. You know, it's better.
I wonder if that's something that just kind of comes and goes. The command I use that ends up losing me is the replace records. You know, the command equals. Yeah. That shortcut key likes to go away on me all the time. Restarting FileMaker brings it back, but
so he said I have 3,
right.
But I have not 3. I have 2. Why? Is because I didn't remove the Claris return.
Right.
Okay. So in that case, remove this, right? And this. You remove this, the Claris return, and this. Boom. Gone. No blank.
And so now you'll have 2 values when you do the other.
Yes, now it's good. I removed it.
Right.
I removed it. It's good. It's what I want. Right?
Yeah.
But now there's another problem. So let me do this. That's another problem. If I do this, it doesn't work. It doesn't replace it. It's there, but no. Because the Claris return and this doesn't exist. Because
first, right.
It doesn't exist. It works on the second one.
Right.
And it will work on the last one.
Yeah, all of them but the first.
But it won't work on the first. So here what we do. Okay. So 0.68. We say, okay, don't do this. If I do this only, it leaves the carriage return. So we say, okay, and this, bam. Now it works. But now if I said 327 doesn't work. Because the last one is the opposite. I don't have the 327 average return. It doesn't exist.
Right.
That's why the god of FileMaker invented something. This. Brackets. And now, that's why I love to be on Mac. Boom. I don't have a copy paste, but I have a drag and drop like
a drag and drop.
So yeah. So
option drag, yeah.
Yeah. So if I do this, do I need to put the bracket here? Yeah, bracket. Why is it not working?
Do you want the paragraph return at the end?
No, it's okay. What's wrong here? Oh yeah, no, my bad. Okay, I know what happened. Let me do something because it's let me copy this because I have no idea why. So I don't want to. What did I do different here? Okay, never mind. Okay.
There was something about 2 paragraph returns there at the end of that one.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's so I said the new yeah, I'm in the wrong file now. The new contact and I want to remove CON00770, right?
I think there was 3 zeros.
No, there's 2 on this. Oh, 30. Yeah, you're right. So this one. Not having copy paste is a pain. Okay. Right? So
yeah,
I'm taking care of 3 situations. Okay. The first situation is the one that for the one in the middle.
I see. Yeah.
That for the first. That for the one in the middle and the last.
Uh-huh.
That for the first. And that is for the one when you have only one.
If it's the only one.
Yes, because if it's the only one, I have no carriage return before and no carriage return after.
Right.
If that's the first of a list, I have this and the carriage return. It's the first of the list. If it is the second and more to the last of the list, I have carriage return before and this. But if it's unique, I mean, I have one selection. I don't have 2. I have 1 only. I have no carriage return before and no carriage return after. So I need this. So that's why I need 3 situations. And the substitutes, you can put brackets like this. Okay. Say, okay, try this. Doesn't work. Okay. Try this. Doesn't work. Okay. Try this. It's a case inside the substitute.
The brackets cause the case.
The bracket cause this.
Perfect.
Right? So FileMaker will try this and say, okay, I didn't find anything. Okay, never mind. Try this one. I didn't find anything. Never mind. Try this one. Or say, okay, try this one. Okay, great. I've done it. Okay, forget about this.
It doesn't even look at the rest.
It doesn't even try. And that for each value, for the whole thing, right? So now you
Right.
understand why you need this, because I want to blank completely and have no carriage returns, right? So this is how you do, right? So do we have any question about this in the audience?
Mostly just kind of commentary. So David Angel mentioning sending screenshots to you, which I think I forwarded to you. I don't know if you got that, Nick.
Yeah. The Mikey, yeah. This, I had some issue with this. He said something like this. Try to, at the end, to try to do this. But yeah. But
you could get where you'd have 3 or 4 or 5
yeah,
blanks.
yeah, exactly. So when you click like this, and you remove, you don't have 2, you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 blanks, right? So the 2 by 1 won't work if you have an odd number of blanks. How we do this? It will work on 2. It will work. Let's say you have 7 blanks. It will work 3 times, and then the last time it will leave you with the 2 blanks. You understand? So you understand that. So if I do, I want to explain that. I want to explain that. So if I modify this here, if I modify, not this one, let's close this. Oh. If in this add contact, I'm deactivate this and I'm doing this, right? I mean, I don't as substitute, but I do a dummy substitute like this, okay? Like this, right? Just this, okay? Okay, so, and if I try again, right? Here, this is what I will get, right? So, click here, click here, click here, click here, click here. So far, so good. I have this, right?
Yeah.
But if I remove this one, now I have this. If I remove this one, now I have this. I have 2 blanks. So it will work for this one, but for this one, it won't work with the double, because I have 3 now. 1, 2, 3. So it won't work, right? It will remove this one, but this one, it will leave it alone because I don't have 2 carriage returns, right? Or you end up having this one next to this one sometime. Right? I experiment this, Mikey. I experiment this, and it doesn't work. Right? So the most simplest way to do this, right, is to do that way and to remove, to have, this system here, that the middle, that the first, that the unique. Why I put that order and not another order? I put that order because the most likely to happen is this. The most likely to happen, you're going to remove something you already, a multiple, and you want to add something in the list you already have.
Mm-hmm.
Then that you want to remove the first you click is more unlikely to happen. And when you have only 1 in the list, it's a rare case scenario, it's a rare case scenario. So I put that based on my experience, you want to remove the 1 in the middle of the list first. That's why I put that first. Okay. So
yeah, that makes
now
sense.
Makes sense. So now that we have deciphering this, what happened when I want to do the opposite? I want to add, if it's not in the list, I want to add it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's remove this for now. That easy. Take whatever in the new balloon, whatever is inside the list right now, and add the balloon ID. Right?
Yeah.
So you really, because you can do this, you can redefine a variable by itself.
Balloon.
Why am
Because you said variable.
yes. Human brain sometimes, have
Yeah,
some bugs.
yeah.
We have some bugs too. So we can, we can excuse the Claris bugs, but copy paste, guys. Really? Really? Okay. The variable, when you use the variable in itself, that means I'm calling the variable in itself. What happened? Before to redefine the variable, it will take whatever is currently in the variable and modify and create a new variable, replacing itself, but using what was there before, right? So I want to take whatever was there before, right? And add something new on top of it, right? So whatever in that list, add this in the list. That means, you add something, right? So now I took care of that add, remove, right? I took care of this. Then I'm going to pretty much copy paste this variable because that's the same, right? I'm going to say, okay, whatever in the new balloon ID, so whatever in this, count how many values I have there, right? Count how many values. If I have something, put something, otherwise say no. And then if I have more than one, put the balloons. Okay, so we saw that, right? Then, okay, I'm not doing this. Then, right? So I took care of this. Okay, so now I want to put that script here, right? The add balloon card. I want to put that here. Okay. So let's see how it works. I'm clicking here. Don't look at the check mark right now. Look at this. So far, no balloon, but if I click one, I have now one. If I click two, now I have two. If I click again this one.
Yeah, hard to keep track of what you've clicked with those others.
Yeah, it's there. So if I click on this one, it's adding it. It's there.
Right.
If I click again,
should take it away.
Not there. Okay.
Yep.
So the script works, but now I want to make this to work. This stuff here. Okay. Because this is the way, this is the indicator that will tell me if it's selected or not.
Right.
Okay. So I have two not pattern count. Okay. If it's not in the current balloon ID and not in the new balloon ID. This. If it's not there and not there, hide the word thing. Correct?
And that's on the green one.
That's on the green one. So now, okay, so I have those three selected. You say, you hide it if it's not in that list and not in that list. Okay?
Okay.
So far, so good. So that means I want to hide it. Otherwise, that means it's there. Okay? So demonstration, when I click here, it goes away, right? Why? Yeah, this one is not. Okay, so now I need to do something else. I need to, because I have no balloon selected and it's still there, right? I have no idea why. So this object here, I need to refresh it. This object needs to be refreshed each time you click this, because the hide condition is not going to the hide condition based on variable is not refreshing automatically. You need a refresh object like this. Okay, so now it will work, but I have no idea why this one is. Oh, I know why. It's working well, by the way. Remember, I want two states here. I have two states. It could be in that list, or it could be in the, where's my layout? Not in the current balloon IDs and not in the new balloon IDs. So now I took care of if it's not in both. If it's not in both, I want to disappear. But if it is in one of the two, I want, okay. But now I have a conditional formatting in that button that says, okay, but if it is in the current balloon, I want the icon gray and the field transparent. Remember, there's two balloons, they were there. So now look, gray, gray.
Selected previously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that icon here, so here I'm doing two shots with one stone. Okay?
Yeah.
This icon here, yeah, I want to show it when it is in one of those two lists. The current one, that means it's already selected, or in the new selected. I want that icon to come. But if you show it and it is in the current one, I want the icon, that means this, the check mark, I want the icon, this check mark to be gray, and the background that here is green, I want the background to be transparent, the field color, and the icon color like this. So I'm doing two shots in one, right? So I click this one is gray, is green, but this one's gray because it's there. It's the conditional formatting takes over because it is in the current.
Right.
Now, I don't want to be able to select that button here because here I can select it. I can select it, and I don't want this to be selectable because it is already in my list. I don't want. So I'm taking this and I'm saying in the button
that covers everything.
If in the list I can find this hide button. If I have in that list the current, I have this ID, remove the button. I don't want the button to be selectable. Now I love to put the change cursor to hand when you hover the button in that type of situation. Why? Because look.
Yeah,
You click
I
here.
can see what's coming already. I can select this. I can't select that.
I can select it. Here, I can. Here, I cannot. Here, I can. This I can.
Yep.
But this one, do nothing. Now, we're not done. I want to refresh another object in that, and that's the counter. Why? Because also all objects related to a variable need to be refreshed, period. Right? So that object and I'm refreshing that object, right? Which is not a big deal, in terms of performance, it's like peanuts, right? So now click, bam, 1 balloon, 2 balloons, 3 balloons, bum, 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 bum.
And while it looked like it was working before, this just ensures it keeps up.
Yeah, it wasn't, yeah. So, and that here, I cannot click, but here I can.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So, and this is confined in my computer. Nobody else in the server who is popping this window will see what happened here, because everything is based on those two variables here, which I have the new balloons ID and the current balloons ID.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm comparing here, and I'm saying, okay, I'm hiding this and I'm showing this, and I'm showing this in both conditions. I'm showing this if it's part of one of those two, and I am modifying the button with a conditional formatting if one of the case applies. Instead of having two icons, because that would have been a nightmare. You get the point here. If I had two icons, one for the current and one for the new, it would have been a nightmare, and it was a nightmare. That's why, I came to that conclusion. I had a lot of difficulty to do this. So this is a good strategy when you have something like this to happen, and you want to put a condition in one of the two cases. Put the two cases together, and then you use the conditional formatting on top of it to modify the aspect of the button based on the situation. I hope I made myself clear. We have a question? No. We have questions?
No, that carriage return is back on the other stuff there.
Yeah.
I don't think so. So I think we're good.
Okay. So here, okay.
Yeah.
So next week we're going to finish this. We're going to do the creation and add those.
Add those in, yeah.
Those in, and so see you next week then. So I'm going to send you the file right now, Marge.
Please do, and I'll share it tomorrow, everybody.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, everybody.
You bet. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, everybody.
See you all
Bye-bye.
next week. Or tomorrow, actually, on my end.
Yeah.
Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir.